Welcome back, everybody. Here we have part 3 of our testing for the new Storm the Road. Again, I'd recommend watching part 1 to get the details, but the basics is that the road seems to want to replace the OG High Road in the modern era. A little bit more traction, bit more ball to combat the current bowling conditions. With that said, just as we saw with the other testers, this doesn't really come off feeling like a high road. It's not as round, it's a little bit more forward. For Brian, the difference I would say is more subtle than it was for myself and Tyler, but um, he works with those subtleties in his game, so still looking for them. Brian sees the same situation, a bit of a heavier forward tumble from the Rex and this particular spec core on the road versus a high road with a R2S cover. Of course, it goes off the dry, in the fronts, so can't get it too early. But once he gave it enough room, just inside the second arrow, it was a bit of a slow arc with a heavy tumble. Hate to beat a dead horse, but the reality is he saw the same characteristics we saw. Sometimes that heavy tumble started up and the ball dove. Sometimes it would stand up, roll forward, and kind of deflect. Where it really shined for Brian was when he slowed it down a bit more and gave it a little more room. When given some time in the oil, the ball really looks better. And this, is some of the point. The Rex cover is maybe a bit too strong when compared to the R2S, which means it needs oil or it can make the ball look lazy. And that's almost opposite of the R2S in that respect. With normal speed and line, he had this inconsistency I mentioned earlier, and hence why I feel a cover stock change test is warranted to see, where this ball really wants to be, mid-control or mid-late.